Hey guys, so today is a collaboration for Weight Watchers. I'm doing this collaboration with Ingrid at Mommy and Mia Homeschool Chronicles and also Lindsey at Bytes of Memory. This is going to be going on this week and then for 4 more weeks. So this week is really just to kind of introduce the program to you on Weight Watchers, how we maybe meal plan or what we do for things. And then I got my notes here, let's see. So on June 11th, we'll come back again and we will do a low point breakfast for you. Gonna try and do a demo as we're cooking it, and that is for that week. The next week for June 19th, we're gonna come to you with a low point lunch, and then our final week will wrap up on June 25th with a low point dinner. So let me explain kind of low point to you. And I'm sorry that this video is late. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I have strep throat. And so I just got medicine and stuff yesterday. So I'm feeling a bit better. But I didn't get my video out yesterday. So I apologize to Lindsey and Ingrid. Okay, so Weight Watchers, just going to be honest with you, it works really great. I actually lost a lot of weight in the past. I got divorced like 5 or 6 years ago, and I was able to lose 40 pounds on Weight Watchers, and I had did it all by myself. I didn't sign up for Weight Watchers, just kind of did things the old way, but things have changed so much. It was kind of hard for me to go back and do the same thing. And then life happened, I got remarried, had another kid, blah, blah, blah. Gained it all back, you know. So I decided that I would purchase the program this time just because, again, there's been quite a few program changes since I had done that, and I didn't want to confuse myself with it, and I wanted it to actually work. So I do pay every month. I bought a 6-month package, and I think I pay just under $20 a month, and that gets me access to all the online stuff and access on my phone. And I'm on my phone, or I would show this to you, but so the online, I actually have never signed on online. I do everything on my phone. It's all through an app, so it's really, really great. But I'm going to be honest with you again, is that I have not done this in a few months. I need to get my butt back in gear and do this, so me doing these videos will help me. I'm leaving on Sunday for Disney, so I'm going to enjoy my vacation, and then when I come back, I'm going to hit edit again. So the program does work, but again, you're human, and you have to put in the work for it to work. So it tells you every day you can log your food. You get a certain amount of points a day, plus you get weekly points, and that's all based on your height and your weight, and if you're sedentary or if you are active, different things. So there's kind of like a quiz that you would fill out to get that information. And then there's recipes online there, and on the app there's a whole really awesome chat group. So say I'm at Target and I'm looking at 2 or 3 ketchups, and I'm not sure, well, which one would be a lower point, because again, this is a point system. So if you only get 23 points a day, you don't really want to waste your points on ketchup and things. So I've gone to trying to find alternatives that are the lowest point or 0 points that I can do. The program right now is the freestyle program, and there are 200 free point items, which is really good. So it's actually helping you to stay clean and healthy, so you're not just eating all the junk stuff. The stuff that I used to snack on all the time is really high points, which sucks, because I'm an on-the-go person, but really, processed foods and packaged foods like that is not what you need to be eating. So those are higher points, but I can have my eggs, and I can have my pickles. I can have corn and vegetables and fruits and all that stuff for free points. So if I have really used my points for the day, there are options out there for me to make sure that I still can stick to the plan. So the point is that this is a lifestyle change, and the weekly points are there for you to get a cheat meal a week. So you're not really cheating, you're using what's given to you. So that's what I would do, is I would save my weeklies, and I would maybe once a week have a cheat meal. So again, with the points, it's really just teaching you how to determine, is it really worth you eating that pizza? Because like a little 8-inch Emo's pizza, which is Emo's is here in St. Louis, tiny little flat pizza would cost me almost like 40 something points. Is it really worth my entire day plus my weekly to just eat that little pizza? Probably not. So that's how that works. And if you have any questions, please feel free to, message me or send me comments. I would be more than happy to help you out. I'm going to kind of show you how, when I've got my game going and I am meal planning, kind of how I do things. So what I have is just printed out calendars, and I will start kind of meal planning. So like March, I had, salad, tacos, salmon, spaghetti and meatballs, breakfast, chicken pot pies, turkey burgers, turkey chili, chicken and rice soup, chicken and dumplings. I've had chicken fingers and a pickle brine. That was really good. A lasagna soup, a brisket, jumbo meatballs. So all of that was Weight Watcher meals. A lot of it I either made into a Weight Watcher meal, or I got those recipes off my online. And then, so I'll sit with this, and then this is just kind of a little chicken scratch type thing, but this is what I would do each week. So before I go to the grocery store, I'd write down the days, and then I usually grocery shop each week. So I would have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then over here I would have like snacks and dessert. So in case, I was planning that, I, would have that ready to go. So, and then I would just start writing. So let's see. So I would take my list, and let's, say this is our week. So then I would just kind of start filling that in. So for, let's just say on Monday, for dinner, I was going to have a salad. So I would write that down. So then in my head, I kind of have to plan out like, okay, well, a salad, the lettuce is no points. The dressing, usually no points to 1 point, depending on what dressing. Dressing can be really, really high, especially restaurant ones. So you've really got to pay attention. And our app has a scanner, so you can scan things. It also has an on-the-go restaurant planner. So say I'm going to 54th Street Grill. I could look up points based on what I want to spend on my points, and it'll give me some meal plans. So you always got something at your fingertips, whether at the grocery store, you can scan the items and it'll tell you, or you have meal plans as while you're out. So depending, I would probably put chicken in there. The chicken is no points. So really that's almost a no point dinner. So I usually would have a bigger breakfast and maybe some snacky stuff through lunch. I'm a snacker, so I like to eat every couple hours, which is also really good. It keeps your metabolism going. And so my go-to breakfast was, I had the apple something bacon. I was able to have 3 slices of that bacon for like 2 points. And then eggs were free, so I would have 2 eggs, and then I would either have some hash browns, the all-natural, Simply ones that I was getting, and like the Aldi brand, was 2 points for, a decent size of that. Or I would have the Healthy Life 35-calorie bread, white, and that was 2 points for 2 slices, so that's not bad at all. So that was usually my breakfast. I would have the bigger breakfast, and then for lunch, now, if I already had that bread, I probably wasn't going to do it again for lunch, but, the points aren't that bad, so I could. But I would usually have, like, a tuna salad, a chicken salad. My chicken salad, tuna salad, I would make with the mayo. And I used the Hellmann's, I think it's low fat or fat free, and it was like 1 point. So that actually would stretch me like 1 can of tuna would stretch me for 2 to 4 meals, just depending on how much I actually wanted to eat. My eggs were free, so that lunch right there is like nothing. And then I could put them on some crackers. I was really liking the Simply Thin crackers, and I was able to get like 24 crackers for about 4 or 5 points, which wasn't bad. So if I really wanted something kind of salty, that's what I would do. And then I could have one of the Weight Watchers desserts, or I could just make something. There's some recipes out there for some like really good chocolate chip cookies that are 1 point. You get 2 of them. There's also this amazing, it's called your 2-ingredient dough, and it is amazing. It tastes really good, and I made it into pizza crust. I made it into bagels. Those bagels are really great with a Laughing Cow cheese. The Laughing Cow cheese is like 1 point. And the bagel itself, depending on how you cut the dough, usually was like, if you use the whole entire like dough, it was like 12 points. So like I could have a huge pizza for 12 points, or I could cut that dough for like bagels and stuff, and then it would only cost me like 3 to 4 points because I'm spreading that out. But I used it for pretzels, and so yeah, it was really good. Used it for chicken and dumplings as well, so that was really good. Just dropped the batter basically into my chicken and dumplings. And so that's a really good thing. So there's a lot of like things that you can make, you know, at home, so you're not doing all these packaged things, and you can meal prep this kind of stuff. So like my bagels, I would make enough for the week. I put them in a little Ziploc bag. I could freeze them if I wasn't going to eat them for sure every day. I could just pull it out and zap it for 15 seconds, and it was wonderful. I even sent them for my husband. And so that's pretty much kind of what I do. So I just kind of try to think of my dinners first, because that's usually where I'm going to have the most problem finding something. I can usually finagle something in the house enough for a lunch. And then if I was on the go, I also found these really great shakes. They're called Premier shakes, and they're protein shakes. And one of them, I believe, was 2 points. And they had like Oreo, caramel, vanilla. And I liked the vanilla. I would even put them into a Starbucks cold brew that I bought like at Deerberg's or like grocery stores. And the cold brew was 0 points because it was a black cold brew coffee. And then that shake with it, with the vanilla, just was like an iced coffee, and it was so amazing. So a lot of times I would have that for my breakfast, like if I was just on the go, or I would just drink the little shake right out of it's kind of like a milk carton. So that's what I would do for that. Let's see. But yeah, so I really tried to talk through people, kind of checked my weight. I tried to only weigh myself once a week and put it in there, and I tried to not beat myself up. It is what it is. This is a lifestyle change. This isn't something that I'm trying to hurry up and, lose a lot of weight with, because otherwise it doesn't work for me. So, I'm going to have my good days, my bad months, weeks, days, it kind of depends on my life. I'm a stress eater and just got a lot going on. So I can always get back to it, which is exactly what I'm doing as soon as I come back. And I was able, the last time when I lost all that weight, I was able to not work out at all. Working out for me is really stressful. Now, if I'm going for like a group thing, sometimes here and there, I will go do some of those. There's a really great group that I'm part of. I haven't been part of it in a while, but that I would go to, and I still keep track of all their stuff, and that is the S2 Fashionistas. They're a St. Louis group, but they were just a really wonderful group to get out and do some fun activities that I normally wouldn't otherwise do. Or if the weather was good, I'd at least take a walk or something like that. But I was mainly focused on my meals, and especially when I was on the go, just really watching what I was eating at restaurants, or at least saving my points, knowing, okay, I just got to get through these 4 or 5 days, and then I'm going to get that cheat meal, on a weekend, because my weekends were always when I wanted to cheat. So that's how I would build it in. There's also really good ice cream. It's called Halo Top, and that was like 2 points, and it's really yummy ice cream. They have tons of flavors. So there's a lot you can really do with Weight Watchers. So again, please hit the notification bell, because this is an ongoing collaboration. So for the next 4 weeks, we've got some more stuff coming up and some demos on recipes. And subscribe to the channel if this is something you're interested in. And please let me know if you have any questions or any comments. I would love to talk with you. And I hope this helps. And just let me know if you're on Weight Watchers and how you're doing it. Have a great summer. Bye.